We have very unheard of times ahead. It is the most exciting time of the year in the world of wrestling for some with the Rumble, but however, we are entering a time where we're going to see a Royal Rumble, possibly or likely, with no in-person attendance. Hello, everybody, and welcome back once more to the Shoot Style Sauna Wrestling Podcast, the first episode of the new year. We apologize for the delay, but we're all here back once again. I am here, as always, the King of Shoot Style, Stel, joined by recurring guest Eric. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well. You know, it's been quite a month, and we'll get into that very shortly. And finally, seeing him once more. Nice to see you as always. Sam,
Gentlemen,
how are you? We're actually recording this at a night, which is actually rare.
yeah.
The last time we recorded at night was like the first episode, because it was like recorded like at 8 at night, and then we were all back in the studio, wasn't it?
Oh no, it was the G1 predictions video.
But that wasn't like the podcast.
Oh, that wasn't a
series.
podcast. That's true. Yeah.
It kind of was though. It kind of was.
Yeah.
But like it wasn't like the usual group. That wasn't like a planned out agenda. That was like, all right, we're gonna talk about this. But this is like since like the first episode of the podcast was recorded that night, because we usually do this in the mornings for those who don't know, like around like 10, 11 a.m. And then we shoot it, and then I edit it during the day. But I'm gonna edit this tomorrow instead. This will hopefully be going out on Tuesday. If this is incorrect, I'll edit it, making fun of myself for not doing it on time. But
It's funny.
so yeah, we'll see. So going into some of the headlines that have happened late, yeah, as I said, the Royal Rumble is a time of recording a week from today, and it's weird seeing this late in January. I'll say that right now. It's usually a day like today when you think about it. And but I think it's no why because the NFL is happening right now too.
Oh, that is true.
As we speak, there's a game on.
It's always the week in between the Super Bowl and the AFC Championship game.
The bye week. Yeah, the bye week.
During
it
the
makes
Pro
sense.
Bowl.
Because you don't want. Oh yeah, remember that? That's not gonna happen. I
No,
remember how
Pro
relevant
Bowl.
that used. Is there gonna do one? I didn't think they
I'm
would
pretty
because
sure.
of COVID. I haven't looked it up. I'm more so caring about if Brady will make another Super Bowl because I am from New England and yay sports. So
I don't know
yeah,
what football is.
remember the XFL, Sam? Just think that, but not as cool.
Oh, yes.
I remember the XFL. I'm ready for that to come back next season when The Rock owns it.
I was gonna say the fucking Rock owns it now. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I think it was doing all right before COVID happened. And then,
Yeah.
you know, everything.
Vince
closed,
is
as I
like
said.
shit.
I wonder how he feels about that. But speaking of The Rock, since he is rumored to be in the Rumble, but I don't think he actually will be there. How are we feeling about the card?
I know there's the Rumble. I know there's the Women's Rumble.
There's
There's two title matches.
Roman and Owens.
Again, damn.
Last man standing.
Last
this time,
mistake. Well, it was going to be Adam Pearce, but then
which
they
I
did
was
a
actually
swerve.
okay with. I was okay with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then it's Drew versus Goldberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am scared. I am pretty
Yeah.
scared of how that's gonna go.
If Drew is able to make it there because he is COVID positive.
He's sick. He said I think he's gonna appear on Raw tomorrow. I think
That's
he did say he was one of like the lucky ones. That he's just like, oh, I show no symptoms, but please take it seriously. Actually, when you look at that back, I think it's actually the first time they've acknowledged COVID like on WWE TV, which that's a bit late to the party considering other promotions who have been like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, this, and this about it. AEW is like mentioning almost every week. Then New Japan obviously their COVID approach, but not gonna point fingers. That's just how it is. And sticking with like the road to Mania season, we actually have also our next couple Manias planned out. So those who don't know, it's been about a week since it came out. We have WrestleMania 37 is going to be taking place where we're supposed to last year in Raymond James Stadium, keeping the same branding basically. So I'm wondering if they're going to use like any other designs, maybe change things up. But we will see that pirate ship. I'm worried that Kevin Owens is going to jump off that pirate ship and hurt himself too much. But we'll see when it comes to Showtime. And we also have next year with the very traditional star logo. We have it taking place in AT&T Stadium in Dallas. That's where Mania 32 was. Hopefully better, and hoping that main event won't get booed out of the building. And finally, we have Mania 38, where we're supposed to be this year in Hollywood. So I think then we could see Rock and Roman 2 years from now. I just, I know we all wanted to. It could, if COVID never happened, it would. It probably would have been this year because it would have made so much sense. But there's not a lot we can do, unfortunately. You guys excited for it?
For Rumble?
No, like for like the next couple of Manias, like where they planned them out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Always excited for WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's
True.
WrestleMania.
And they also did announce, I forgot to mention it, that Mania this year will be 2 nights again, which
Nice.
big fan because I think it worked really well last year. Way easier to digest because we all remember 35 going until midnight at 12:30, I think it was.
Oh my God, remember that? Holy.
And I'm like, oh shit. And like when you look at it back, I'm like, wow, I just feel bad
and
for
8
people who have to work that
hours.
late. Yep,
Yeah.
we all sat down. You guys, Sam had to go during it because of vocal order.
Yeah, I missed the fucking Kofi
We missed
match.
Kofi winning.
Yeah,
We're like, oh
Yeah.
shit, now I
was
feel bad.
pissed.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, but it was still. I mean, it was all right.
And then we just
but
got to
it
see
sucks.
Ronda fucking botch the finish.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit. Like, wait, it's already over, and it's like 12:30. I was like, oh shit, yeah, it is over. And then we're like, all right. And then we all went to bed again.
Yeah, I was like, fuck
Keyword
this.
again. But that's what happens. Manual at least won't go until 1 in the morning. Maybe
Yeah.
let's do something fun with it happen. Going over to Impact, Hard to Kill just happened. It actually had some interesting stuff on it. So I guess like there's the good
Yes, it
and the
did.
bad from the show. And I think we'll get the bad out of the way first. So Ethan Page died. I will say that for those who haven't seen.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's,
so
that's kind of funny.
yeah, so they did this thing, him versus the Karate Man, which now I know is like his YouTube thing, which I had no idea.
Yeah,
And like he filmed it to be like this super serious thing. That's what he said. And then they air it, and it's like what,
Yeah.
3 minutes for those who watched it, and it's like
Yeah,
it's
they
so
made it a
like
complete
cheesy.
joke.
Yeah, and they did it, and then all right, it's over. And they're like, all right, now I'm gonna acknowledge it. And I'm like, when like John Cena got murdered by the Fiend, they're like, what just happened? And like, well, other stuff happened. They're selling that on their TVs, and then this happens. All right, moving on. Here's our Barbed Wire Massacre match, which was a good match, by the way. But still, it's like you're not gonna remember. Someone just had their heart ripped out. It's actually like Mortal Kombat on that pay per view, and you're not gonna acknowledge that. And then Sami Callihan comes out.
Impact is just Impact
was
is just salty. Impact is just salty that Ethan Page didn't resign.
I know. I hear he's going to WWE too.
Really?
That's what I've been
what,
hearing.
What about Josh Alexander then? Because I thought the North would leave together.
All I've
like-
heard is Ethan Page is most likely to sign to WWE, but we know how credible these fucking rumors are.
I don't know where it came from.
Yeah.
And I haven't looked into most of like that stuff lately. I guess like if he went anywhere, I feel like he would go to AEW.
I would
he'd
say,
do it.
like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
you would think. That's what I
Because
always
like
thought.
when the Impact stuff was announced of AEW, the FTR was like the North in a tweet, and it's like it's right there. Then just do it.
Money.
But if they just want get paid well, or if Alexander doesn't want to go anywhere, it's going to be a bit of rocking that plans. Am I
Yeah.
right?
I mean,
otherwise,
if he wasn't going to resign, why'd go to AEW?
Yeah,
when
that's
it's gonna
true.
be worked Impact still.
yeah, that's fair.
And how they
Exactly.
treated the Karate Man thing, I don't think he would. do it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, if he wants to go to like Ring of Honor or somewhere else, then like I don't blame the guy. But like I feel like him in NXT, it'd be good. It'd just be like I wouldn't see it coming because like I feel like he had like a lot left to do, especially as a
Yeah.
singles guy too.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you never know. Anything can happen in the world of wrestling. Speaking of that, we'll actually talk about somebody else who looks to be done. I think I know where they are going. Taya Valkyrie's done with Impact, from what I
Really?
understand. Yep. So she put
Yep.
over Deonna Purrazzo on her way out. And then on Impact, like 2 days later, she was the one who shot Johnny Bravo, as it turns out, for those who are following that angle. So she was escorted out, never to be seen again, and it has been reported since that she has not been at any of the new tapings. So I think we know what this
Yeah.
means.
Well, unless she's going to the other to get the.
I think I know where. I think we might be seeing her as soon as next Sunday.
Oh,
Saying
really?
that right now, yes, as soon as then. I don't know what you guys think of that though.
I could see that.
I mean, look, her husband kind of works over there.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
exactly.
I mean,
Yes, Eric.
that's true. But I mean, she could just go to AEW, help their women's division out, and because
Yeah.
they're all right in Orlando, or no, they're in Florida, so it's
they're all
not
like they're all
far.
close. They're all
One's
close together.
Jacksonville.
You know, it's one's
Yeah.
north, one south. So like, I could see either.
Yeah.
But I do think like if she wants to like be close to friends still, like I think she's also probably some other people over in WWE, like a lot of the women, and then like her husband's on Raw. So I could see her making that move really well and her being really good in WWE, especially in NXT, even though that division is getting even more stacked because they signed like 4 more people this week.
Yeah.
Like Priscilla Kelly and some other people. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Priscilla
I was-
Kelly.
I was surprised by that, and now they're already on TV, and I'm like, that was fast. Jesus Christ. But yeah, they're signing a lot more people, and I think she's going to be next. But if she wants to go to AEW, that'd be good because they actually announced a tournament for like the title. So I'm
Oh,
like,
that's cool.
yeah. There's like an American side and a Japanese side. So I'm like, okay.
But
That's
we're,
who's in it.
we're gonna see. I guarantee we're gonna see Tessa somewhere soon. I hear.
Fringe.
I hear she's making a slow comeback.
I don't know. I think she's still in Mexico. I think she wants to wait until like COVID is like somewhat handled.
Yeah, makes
Which
sense.
that's understandable. I think she's kind of like stayed away. Her last thing was I think losing Kylie Ray, but she
Oh,
hasn't been
yeah,
seen
yeah.
since then. So I think she's taking personal time, which I do think professionally that's the right thing to do. But it's a matter of what happens the day she comes back. But I got another thing to comment about with that. Also sticking to NXT, just jumping over there real quick. Dusty Classic is happening, and before we went on the air, we are talking about that. And we have the bracket because I do not have it open right now.
I'm trying to see if I remember any of the matches I saw online.
Dusty Rhodes Classic. Let me see here.
I know it's MSK.
MSK defeated a cruiserweight team, which was Swerve and Atlas. That was their big debut. Undisputed Era beat Breezango and Round 1, which I thought was a weird start because you figured those two seemed to be separated from each other. And then, is this the right? Yep, I found the bracket. Breezango lost to UE, which was Cole and Roddy. That's the team because I think Bobby's injured and Kyle's doing a singles competition stuff still. Oh yeah, that's right. Because I don't know if you guys anyone saw NXT this week, but after the fight pit, Ciampa and Thatcher kind of showed respect, and now they're in the tournament. And they were on 205 Live. That's right, 205 Live.
Geez, and then everyone who's a rival's WWE. When every rival becomes a tag team.
Yeah, it's a pretty common staple.
Thatcher and Ciampa are a tag team now.
Yeah, because after Fight Pit, if you watch NXT once, they kind of like stare at each other in the show after like Thatcher tapped out Ciampa, which that's also big, by the way. That's huge. And then now they're in the tag, and now they're in that. And on 205 Live, as I said, they beat Arya Daivari and Tony Nese, and now they're going to face UE.
Okay.
Yep. It's happened pretty quickly. Kushida and Leon Ruff beat The Way, which I think is kind of funny. I like watching Leon Ruff. Let's see. Grizzly Young Veterans beat Everrise. No surprise there. They're probably going to get to the final, if you ask me. Aforementioned MSK beat Atlas and Swerve. They're going to face Maverick and Dane, which that sounds.
That's really I love that team.
What, Maverick and Dane? Because it's just a comedy team. Yeah. It's so funny because like Maverick is just like the lovable guy, and Dane's having like none of it, but like he like all right, he caves in. Remember when on Halloween Havoc when they did the Shockmaster thing?
Yeah,
that was one of my favorite things from that week. I was laughing so hard when I saw that. Matthew from Botchamania was like, he tweeted a picture of it. He was like, oh my god, they actually did it, which was so good.
Funny.
Oh right, I forgot. Lucha House Party are still appearing on NXT, and they beat Imperium, and then they are going to face. Oh yeah, because they're feuding with Legado del Fantasma. So that's the second round. So quick rundown.
And then Alexander Wolf returned.
Oh yeah, he's back too. They're just missing the one that matters. They're missing the one that matters, but he doesn't want to be in the U.S. right now. So understandable, because I think he wrestled A Kid recently, which I need to watch. I heard it was good, but I don't know how good it was. Oh, I haven't watched UK since I think the Dragunov match. I've been following it, but I haven't watched the actual episode for a while. So
when is Walter going to drop that title? Is my question.
Never.
Good.
Honestly, never, because I think it actually works pretty well. Because like, you could do like special attraction wrestling with them. I feel like because when he wrestles a match, it's like, oh, this actually seems like a big deal, and then it's really fun. Most like 9 times out of 10, that's how I see it. Because I don't know, like you could do a Dragunov rematch with a crowd.
Yeah, there you go.
Do it. Get that crowd effect to it. I think that's maybe why they didn't do it.
I can see. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So I think with the men's, remember, there's a women's bracket. We'll get to the women's bracket in a second, but with the men's bracket. If you had to predict a final, what would it be right now?
Men's bracket?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see MSK making it to the finals. I don't know.
Only if Trey debuts.
Yeah. Other than that, I see him making maybe the next 2 or 3 rounds.
I think they at least make semis, in my opinion. And I do think that they would face either I think they would beat either Lucha House Party or Legado, to be honest. I think they might actually get to the final. I don't know if they win as things. I think GYV would be a really good team to win because they almost won last year. Remember?
Yeah.
And they lost 2 Broserweights, and then they won the tag titles.
I could see. It's definitely gonna get to Undisputed versus MSK because that's gonna be a fun match.
So UE beats GYV. Interesting.
I could see Adam and Roddy splitting. Or something.
They might do it then.
It's very turny feeling. I haven't.
It's such a weird team too. But it's also like Bobby isn't here right now because he's injured.
And Kyle's singles, so why keep this tag team? Like
if they don't win, I'm not gonna be mad because it's like this isn't a normal tag team.
So I think what should happen is MSK beats. Is it?
It'd probably be MSK beats Undisputed and then loses the next match.
No, they're on different sides of the bracket.
Different side. I was about to ask that.
MSK faces winner of Lucha House Party and Legado.
Oh, okay.
So, that's probably not gonna.
So Legado is probably gonna win there.
So I think Legado beats Lucha House Party because of interference, and then I think they lose to MSK. Is what I'm thinking happens. If you want to make the Rascals feel like a big deal, Have them at least get to the final. Because if you want them to have an actual tag team,
exactly.
feel like an incoming threat because they're so good, this is a good way to do it.
Yeah,
they don't have to win the whole thing.
No, if they do, they should win the whole thing. Trey Miguel comes in and interferes against the Undisputed Era. They would go for the tag titles, and then maybe the UE interferes in that match, and then they feud with Undisputed Era because it's both 3 men at the time.
So you get a 3-man tag team match at actually
6-man.
6-man. Oh yeah, 3v. Well, I was thinking 2v2v2 was the thing. Oh, unless you do the 6-man because Trey is there too, so it's actually the Rascals versus Kyle, Adam, and Roddy because
you can do like an elimination style match.
That could be cool. That's pretty fun actually. But I also think you can make like them good in the cruiserweight division too, considering they're all like I think they're all under 205, right?
Yeah.
So you can make them like I think if Trey comes in, you can have him be the next cruiserweight guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Not just saying, but yeah. That's just an idea. We have no idea. It's all speculation. Don't listen to us. We're probably something really stupid.
Are we getting what's his fucking face? The other cruiserweight champion.
Jordan Devlin.
Yeah, where the fuck is he? I know he
can't travel because UK.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I also heard he got on that list that came out a while ago.
Speaking he
got canceled.
Yeah, I'm not. Santos Escobar. Escobar's the real cruiserweight champion. Just remember that.
Yeah,
he's the real one. The women's bracket, it's a lot smaller. It's only 18. I think they should use main roster tag teams for this, honestly, because it's a lot of just enhancement talent when you look at it, in kayfabe. Let's see. The way in this case, which is Candice and Indy, are going to face the winner of Bark at the Moon, which is Ember and Shotzi.
That's funny.
And then, I think it's actually what they called it. And then they're just facing an enhancement talent team. Caden and Casey beat Mercedes and Tony. They face winner of it's going to be Dakota and Raquel. Let's be real. So that's what that is. And I imagine.
I missed that. I missed NXT this week. So Casey and Caden beat
Mercedes and Tony. Yes, because
really?
EO interfered and helped them win because EO has been kind of beefing with both of them. Tony's going to happen for a little bit, and then Mercedes put EO through a table. So makes sense.
I forgot Mercedes Martinez is back.
Yeah, remember she was Retaliation.
Yeah, and then
let's not try and remember that. Let's not remember that.
She literally, it's so funny. I read about how she just left, and apparently all it took is she asked to be removed from it.
She's like, I'm not gonna waste this opportunity doing this.
She's been around for forever too. It's the fact that something that bad made her is like, no, I can't do this. Plus, she's only been like a company for not even a year now too. So it's like, I don't blame you. Why not just go around NXT for a little bit longer? Plus, I think she's good on her own anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So she's a singles guy or girl, I should say. Her and Tony were just a random team. I'm sorry, don't cancel me. But
how dare you?
How dare you assume her gender?
Yeah, this is the wrong time to do it. It's 2021. Let's see it. But women's one. It's actually kind of hard, I feel like. I feel like any team could win based off. I'd say Dakota and Raquel.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
Pretty established tag team. The power plus Dakota's speed and agility, Pretty safe bet. Because go with that. Not much else. I think she's get a tag title.
Is Shotzi and Ember on different sides of the bracket?
Ember and Shotzi are gonna face probably the way. Yeah, they're on different sides of the bracket.
Okay, because if the final is going to be Raquel and Dakota versus Shotzi and Ember, and I bet you since it's going to be the first one, they're going to do with the face team.
Faces winning.
Ember and Shotzi, cool. Yeah.
Ember hasn't really done much since coming back when you think about it either. Which is weird because she would have been a bigger deal because established main roster person comes back.
Yeah,
makes sense. Come back for a big injury, but hasn't. Well, that division is also huge.
Yeah,
think about it. And when we get to the Rumble layer, half my Rumble field that I feel that was half of it's NXT. When we talk about that later, so it's gonna be interesting because I know at some point they gotta bring some people across. It's a great division. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like there's so many people here who could be doing more. But I don't work there. Who am I to say this?
Mark.
So
Mark.
True. NXT TakeOver. Last thing to mention about that: St. Valentine's Day Massacre. It's happening on Valentine's Day. Just saying. Could bring that back. What do we think could be on the card? Because I think they're teasing Balor and Pete Dunne, which that'll be awesome.
What about Balor and Cross? Or are they saving that for WrestleMania weekend?
I think they'll save it for the next TakeOver. Because I think Balor should get another good defense in. I just feel bad for Balor because he got cursed with that broken jaw to start his reign, which sucks. I think give him another good defense, and then do something with Cross, see where that goes. That's what I would do for him. But they're teasing him and Dunn. I think they'll do Dusty Classic winner for the men against the tag champions. So Blah 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 versus Lorcan and Birch. And what's North America title? Oh, Gargano and Kushida, because they're kind of feuding right now, which be very good. I don't know who wins that, considering Gargano's curse with the title.
Yeah.
But he kind of broke it recently, though.
He got the one defense in, so I think he can lose in the second.
At a takeover, though, that's the big thing.
Mm-hmm.
He lost the NXT title at a takeover, and I think the tag belts too in the first takeover defense. Am I wrong? I do remember. I'll do my research.
No, it's all the takeovers.
Okay, cool. I'm not wrong then. I'll correct myself in editing otherwise.
No, except he lost the first North American on NXT TV.
Yeah, he lost it to Redacted. That's right.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Yes, back. Remember that was a good match at the time. Has not aged well, unfortunately.
Oh, sure.
So yeah, nothing else much to report from the WWE NXT for anything else before we switch over to the other side of the fence.
Nope.
All right. And AEW wise, they're kind of building to like a TV special. Beach Break, which is weird because it's in February, and up here it's very, very cold.
Very cold.
Yes, I have my heat on in my room, as I said at the start of recording.
Guys, a bunch of babies.
It's freezing.
He's in the mountains too.
I'm in the mountains.
Yeah, he is. So we suck. We're not as manly. He's got the yes shirt on, has trees on, and everything. He's all used to the wilderness at this point.
Yeah, I'd live.
It's all
in the
about
woods.
environment. Exactly. So yeah, AEW wise, I think the biggest thing to report actually is Sting is gonna wrestle, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You guys hear about this?
Revolution got pushed back.
To March.
To March. It was on my birthday, but then they got pushed back.
Yeah, that sucks. But the last 2 years, Eric and I have had Saudi Arabia shows like near our birthdays instead.
Yeah,
that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no, I was really sad. June 7th, which is the day before my birthday in 2019, was Super Showdown. We don't talk about that main event. And then last year, it was the other one where we saw that main event happen. And Fiend lost the title. And we all got really crossed. Then we went to SmackDown the next day, so it all worked out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but that was bad.
I was hoping we had another Saudi Arabia incident like they did Survivor Series.
Yeah, no, it should have been cool. But it would have been cool.
No.
It was an alright episode of SmackDown. We got to see John Cena, which was cool. So
got to see Oldberg.
Yeah, but we should also be fortunate. It was like one of the last shows in front of a crowd too.
Yeah,
it's true.
One of the last ones. So I feel more grateful about that episode that night. So yeah, AEW Revolutions. It's going to be a street fight. It's Team Taz versus Darby and Sting. So it's going to be cinematic. We'll just say that right now because I don't want to see Sting die in the ring. Please don't, because if KH had a drill call on him, he would turn to dust. Let's be real.
I still think they're gonna do Sting versus Undertaker in AEW.
No,
Taker signed for life.
Get out of here. Taker ain't gonna happen.
Taker also in the headline.
What's the one match they haven't done?
They're not going to do it. Taker hates doing cinematic matches. He said it during the Boneyard match.
Who said it has to be a cinematic match?
Sting's only doing cinematics.
But like Sting's also signed long term for AEW. There's no way. I mean, like I know Omega wants to root WWE, but I don't think that's ever going to happen because it's Vince. It'd be cool. It should have happened in 2011. Let's leave it at that. It was right there in front of us.
Mark's a free man.
No, he's not.
I mean, he's doing cameos.
He was just on
$1,000 for $1,000
for like five. It was like 5 of them or something like that. I make a quick $1. I love those clips.
Hey man, he was on Rogan. He tore WWE shit apart.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting to talk about before we get over the Dynamite.
Okay, so to clarify that, so he didn't actually say like the in-ring work. He was talking about more like the storylines.
No, the guys.
Of
behind,
course.
And the guys backstage. He's like, back in my day, we had people who had like guns and knives in their bags. Now I walk into the locker room to people play video games, and I'm like, what? And it pissed off Xavier Woods, and he like tweeted about it, and I'm like, this is just, oh boy, these are like 2 different.
Hey, honestly, it's safer than guns and fucking knives, Taker.
That's what I.
Well,
mean.
that's also Taker's come from the territory days where you're on your own, and now it's WWE, which is corporate. So
they didn't make their name as much as they did back then. It's not one of his finer statements, I will say, but nothing to do with in-ring work. So that's fine. Because I think in-ring work now is serviceable. You know, there's no crowds. There's not much we can do. But anything else in AEW I'm trying to think of? That's for a seat. Beach Break card is Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker, which I think that'll be pretty good. And then we have there's a 6-man. It's Bullet Club, which is Omega and the Good Brothers versus it's a weird combination.
Bullet Club.
Bullet Club USA.
You'll get Tonga on your ass. Tama over there.
That's true. He was pissed about it, but I think I don't know if that was in kayfabe or not. But it's gonna be Super Elite Unit, let's go with that. That's what Tim calls them, versus like a combination of Death Triangle. It's Moxley with Pac and I think Phoenix.
Yes, because Penta was taken out backstage.
And I think that's how you like write him off for a little bit.
So Mox is a heel now?
No, he's a good guy.
He's a good
Pac's
guy.
A face now too. Wait, Pac's kind of a tweener, I would say.
I don't know.
Anti-hero? That's a good way to put it, anti-hero. But yeah, they're because he was just feuding with Kingston over the custody of the Lucha Brothers because Kingston tried to drive them apart.
Yeah.
Here we are now. And he also beat Kingston pretty straightforward, I thought, when I watched that match. I don't know if anybody else saw it. I'm like, oh, he just won. All right. Maybe something happened. But yeah, I mean, I think it'll be good. It still feels can't think of anything else. Oh yeah, the wedding. That's right. Beach break. Because remember how
Kip Sabian's wedding?
Yeah, Chuck Taylor's now Charles Taylor. For anybody who's been watching lately. Because he lost that match, now he's his butler.
That's funny.
It's pretty funny. But I know it's all right. I look at that. But nothing really else to think about with AEW. They're kind of just trudging along lately.
A little thing. So Impact's next pay-per-view is Rebellion.
Oh, yeah.
And did anybody else see the little Omega sign at the bottom of the logo?
In a star. In a star. It's not a golden star, but still in a star.
What?
Yeah. I'll flash a picture of it in editing. It's the Rebellion logo. It's the Impact Rebellion. It's the same one as last year, but under like the year or where the year would go. It's a star with the Omega symbol in it. So I think we know what's going to happen.
I think I saw something that
what does that mean?
There are rumors about Omega winning the Impact World title.
Oh yeah. They do
because
he
pinned Swanee. Yeah, he pinned Swan too.
They didn't do some trademark for like some double gold something.
Double gold dash. That's what New Japan does. That's their thing. But
it's some form of that. So they're gonna be from what I understand, they're doing a cross promotional title for title match soon,
which would be. Which would be cool. But, speaking of double champions, I think it's time to get over to our Superstar of the Week. We have two of them, actually, because we missed the first one of this month. So the first one, I think, is kind of a no-brainer. You mentioned double champion. The one from the period that would have been the first episode this year, which was December 27th to the 9th of January. Our pick for Superstar of the Week, pretty easily, is going to go to Kota Ibushi.
Yes,
the new IWGP Heavyweight and IC champion. I mean, look... Eric did this in his review of the show. Go watch his Wrestling review that talks about it more in detail. But the guy walked into wrestling with absolutely nothing. He lost his briefcase on the way there, which sucked. Wins on night one in a really fun match. He didn't die because those two almost kill each other in almost every match.
Oh man, there's some big moves though. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That Hurricane off the apron was so good.
There was this one where I don't know if it was like a powerbomb or something, but Naito slammed Ibushi and his head went under the ring apron and there's a metal bar right there in his neck.
It could have killed him. Yeah, that's bad. It reminds me of how Titus almost hit his head on that steel pipe underneath the ring when he did the slide.
Oh yeah,
but it almost killed him too. But that went to size. And then on night two, in almost a 50-minute match.
48 minutes and 5 seconds.
48 minutes and 5 seconds. He beat Jay White.
Literally an emotional roller coaster. People around ringside were left crying.
Because he finally did it.
Yeah.
Because Jay White did everything. He tried to cheat again. He tried to be he did a power struggle. Gato tried to get involved, but no, he just kept fighting back. It was good. It was really it was paced really well because they had you had the action, you had a break, character work, more action, get to the climax. And yeah, it was good. And then it's a nice feel good ending. And nobody got jumped this year like what happened last year because.
Sonata came
when that happened.
Sonata came out and officially challenged Ibushi, shook his hand, and then just left.
Yep, and now we have the new beginning in Hiroshima, not Osaka.
Hiroshima.
Oh yeah, Hiroshima. I cannot talk. So yeah, that's the main event. It's a 2-night card for that one too.
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
It's not back to back. It's about 2 weeks. 2 weeks in a.
Oh, is it? Separate back to back for some reason.
No, they're 2 weeks separate because show one is new beginning in Nagoya. And that's January 30th. That's main evented by
that's
Tanahashi versus Shingo for the never open weight title.
It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Oh,
After
man.
what Shingo did at Wrestle Kingdom, holy shit! I should have stuck to Shingo.
And then February 11th, I think is
Sho and Hiromu, which is not gonna be another
Sho and
Hiromu,
match. And then the double belt.
Double belt, which is Sonata versus Ibushi
Sonata.
On that one. So things are looking up over there. I'm just hoping that their crowds are safe because they did do a state of emergency recently in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope they're all okay. I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything bad for them.
So I think the rules are they have to get everyone out by 8 o'clock. So the
curfew,
New Japan's are shorter. They're only sticking to 2 hours because they got to get everybody out. It's in and out, quick. But they still have some fans.
Yeah, so it's they'll have some atmosphere because I remember they couldn't make verbal noises, but they could clap.
They can. Stomp and clap. Yep.
Yeah, it felt so weird. I'm like, oh, now I get it. Whenever the matches happened, because they clarified it too. And then moving over to look at the second one. This is the one for this period of time. We've decided to go with someone who Eric has said is underrated for quite a while because he hasn't really been doing anything, and I agree with him on that. Our pick for this one is the King of Strong Style. Yes, not the one who shoots style, because that's me. I can't win my own award. Shinsuke Nakamura, actually, getting back into things. He's back to being a babyface, which is the right thing, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, he had a great choke in the Gauntlet match. He tapped. Did he tap or pin Brian?
I think he pinned him. I haven't watched it.
He tapped somebody else. I think he tapped someone with an armbar, which I'm like, oh shit. And then he shook hands with Brian. Yeah, he had an angle of Roman. Roman beat him up, so he wouldn't win the match. So Adam Pearce would win instead. And then he comes out next week. He's got his face theme song again. He's acting like a baby face, and it just feels right. And he feels like important again. And like honorable mention to his tag partner Cesaro, because Cesaro beat Daniel Bryan clean, like recently.
Are they shafting Cesaro again?
Well, no, like I wouldn't say so because he beat Daniel Bryan too. Like they both beat
like
Bryan.
They're pushing both of them. Like we could possibly see like a final two in the Royal Rumble right there.
Yeah, like I think like I'll talk about in my booking later what I have planned for them because I think they're both going to be major players in that match. Like I think both of them could very much go like at least to the final 5.
I heard Aleister Black is about to receive a monster push.
They're repackaging him into something, and he's gonna come back big time. They said.
That's what I like to see. I feel like Brian might have something to do with that because Brian's like the creative guy on SmackDown. I'm hearing like he's pushing for a lot of guys to like get a rub of some kind.
Yeah.
Which I think like once Brian settles down, like after his next big push,
for his last 8 months, his contract expires I think in like August.
Oh shit!
And then he said he's not resigning.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I heard he wants to wrestle in Mexico. Apparently,
he wants to do indies, go back on the indies, and not work all the time. Work, and he wants to.
Yeah, he wants to go to CMLL. That's what I heard. And I'm like, oh shit, that's
out there. Fucking AEW is gonna try to scoop him. Fucking.
At least as a coach, if he goes there, I feel like.
At least he's just a part-time guy. Like, come when you want, come when you fucking want to wrestle. Like
even commentary, like he was great on commentary.
Oh yeah, him and Chris Jericho on commentary.
Oh my god.
Can we imagine that?
I just remember how Sam picked Jericho for best commentator in the shooties. Now that you mentioned that.
I did.
Yeah, it's so, but it works. It's entertaining. It's a good color commentary. But yeah, it's tough. But yeah, recap: Superstar of the Week, number 1, Ibushi for Wrestle Kingdom because it just makes too much sense, and then Nakamura for the push he's gotten. But yeah, Brian, it's tough, and we'll talk more about him. I think when we talk about the Rumble itself, which will be fun. So.
Who's winning?
Well, we're saving that for the very end. How we want it to go. But moving on, before our sponsor break, we have the Sauna seat, and I'm going to pass things over to Sam as we talk about the AEW
partnership
and Impact partnership. We want to talk about this last time, but things have pushed it back. So Sam, you are a big Impact fan and AEW fan. So how are you feeling so far when it comes to this partnership?
This is pretty fucking gnarly, to say it lightly. It's good to finally see some wrestling companies, partner up for a televised event. You get to see more acts.
New Japan and Ring of Honor.
You know what I mean?
That's
It's
true.
been a while. It's been a while since we've seen like this because New Japan hasn't been putting out America stuff on TV, have they?
Yes, they have.
Really. They're getting a TV.
New Japan strong. New Japan strong.
That's true. Every Friday night after SmackDown.
Okay. Well,
right after SmackDown. I haven't watched it, but I always hear about it.
I'll have to give that a check out then.
But so we all use my New Japan World account to watch stuff. So,
but yeah, no, I think it's great. It's great for the wrestling industry. It's great for just both companies as a whole because you're gonna get more attractions to your venues. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Like once everything's back to like a new normal.
Yeah, and but yeah, no, it's cool. You get to see there's more opportunities for like cool matches. Basically, from what it seems, like anybody can just show up anywhere now if Private Party and Matt Hardy.
Yeah, I was about to mention that happened this week, and now they're the number 1 contenders to the tag titles, and now they've turned heel, at least in the AEW side of things.
That's fucking awesome. Like this is gonna be great. Like.
Because I don't know who's been watching Being the Elite, but like Matt's been like kind of like swindling people as Big Money Matt.
I was gonna say, is he Big Money Matt Hardy?
He's Big Money Matt on beat. He's been that a lot lately. He's been doing like he sold the Bucks a room and like he low key charged them and asked for them like $700 for the backstage room this week. And I'm like, holy shit, that's a
so
bit
funny.
Much. And like he's been kind of like messing with Private Party because he was the bad guy, and like Private Party tried to refuse to like coincide with him, but something happened.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened, but now they're all bad guys. Now they're all working together. So it worked out. I was worried they would split and Matt would just be like the bad guy, but now they're all good. Yeah, but they're also the tag champions. But if they're going to do heel versus heel, against the Good Brothers. I'm interested to see what they would do, but I think they can make probably like at least like the more exciting team to watch because their whole offense is like how fast they go.
To watch.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I'm excited. I think it's going to be great for the women's division as well.
Yeah, because that Knockouts division is good.
Yeah,
the Knockouts division is really good.
Who's have they done the finals for the women's tag champs yet?
Yep.
Who won
that?
It's
Tasha Steelz and Kiara Hogan won.
yeah. I did
they
see
beat
that,
Team
actually.
Havoc. Yeah, we all picked Team Havoc. We all got that one wrong. That's one of like the two you got wrong that night, Sam. Because Sam won that night. I don't know. The only ones that Sam got wrong, I think, were the pre-show and that tag match.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's it. That's all he got wrong. Everything else he did pretty good on. Sami Callihan clinching the win because it was Eddie. Eddie got him the win because it was Eddie and Sam was the last match that determined it because we all picked Super Elite and then Eddie won and then like half of us were wrong on that one. I'm like, well, Sam won, but now you got to defend in the Rumble next weekend. That's a
I know. I want to watch the Rumble. As the viewers at home don't know, I have not been able to watch wrestling as of late because I work a full-time job, and by the time I get home, I'm exhausted.
Understandable.
But I keep up what I can, and everything's going good right now. I just can't wait for a fucking crowd to come back. So
everything's coming up Millhouse.
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
I had to go there. But I guess like the next question for the Impact stuff, like, do you think like there will be like an AEW pay-per-view or TV special where it'll be like an AEW Impact Supercard?
Oh yeah, I mean they, as I said earlier, I think they already did a trademark for something, for some crossover event. I don't know what you want to call it. I can't.
Rebellion. That's like early as that.
Possibly. I can't cite any specific article off the top of my head. I just remember seeing it while punching through fucking all the new articles. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, that would be awesome. I would definitely pay $50 for that pay-per-view.
Exactly. Whether it's on BR Live or Fight, I'd be down for either one because I think they do pay-per-views for both sides on both. Well, I know BR Live is AEW's front, and then the Fight is where you get all your Impact stuff. Yeah, I'd be down. I could see it being like in the spring, maybe not Revolution, but after that, I think Revolution is gonna be like mostly an AEW thing. Like I don't know who's got the Bucks are supposed to face the winner of a tag team battle royale for their match.
Oh, really?
And I imagine it's gonna be Moxley and Kenny again, just on a pay-per-view for the world title. But I don't know if there's nothing else really announced right now aside from the cinematic match. And then Impact, I think Impact, we know what the world title match will be, considering what happened at Hard to Kill and the logo from Rebellion. So. Yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's exciting times, and they also have the NWA one whenever.
I was gonna say, I think NWA is gonna hop on this too. I really do think New Japan is going to be involved in some way, shape, or form
eventually, because Eric's saying no.
Not now, but
yeah, they're not going to do any. Now. There's no talks with doing any work with New Japan with AEW.
Yeah, because like their new leadership is like interested, but just like the pandemic, like travel issues, you have to quarantine for a while.
All these companies are waiting on crowds just to pull the big switches. I mean, God, remember when we were supposed to have the Hacker?
Oh yeah, and then Ali at least mentioned that, but Retribution is also
dog shit.
Ugh.
Yes, I feel so bad for all of them.
It's funny because I know a guy that knows T-Bar, like IRL.
Like Dijakovic himself.
He's from Massachusetts.
Yeah, he's from Worcester,
no, I had a
which
guy,
is not far from me at all.
He literally was training to be a wrestler, and was in the same group as Dominic Dijakovic.
That's so cool, actually.
And it's funny to just see him on now and then hear stories about him. And apparently he's a chill dude, IRL.
He seems like that kind of guy. I remember saw a clip of him and Keith Lee dicking around, I think at one of their live streams, and then Keith Lee cross chopped Dijakovic across the back of her chest. He just collapsed into a chair, which was hilarious.
That's so funny.
And they were just laughing because they're also best friends, as we know. So
it's
just funny. I just remember when I mentioned in my top 10 videos that when Dijakovic did that spot at Takeover, he saw his future, and then that's why he did that neck thing. But yeah, that's I feel bad, but I guess sticking to the partnership front, I think with Eric, it'll happen eventually with New Japan, and then there'll be the moment that we I think the biggest moment that could happen with an AEW New Japan thing is that Okada appears on Dynamite, and that's what happened.
I will shit in my pants if I read that one day.
Yeah, let's say. Well, we had a theory when we did Wrestling Predictions video is that if Ospreay beat Okada, because Okada really
should have.
Hey. But I was 80 and picked Evil though, so that was not my best night. But
Old Skull.
Do you think they're ever going to do anything with MLW?
Maybe. I feel like they kind of
They kind of do just kind of share. wrestlers.
Sure, Brian Pillman Jr.
Because Leo Rush, Rush is also over there too. He's signed there.
He's
a champion, isn't he?
No, Jacob Fatu is still the champion. Isn't he?
I think he's like a junior champion. Leo Rush over there. Okay. He's the world champion Jacob Fatu, who's related to Roman, which is super cool.
I just want to see Jacob fucking Fatu on AEW. That's all I want.
I could see him going either way. I know Roosh is supposed to go somewhere too. I think he's
not WWE. WWE,
which is surprised. That's that's what I heard. He was going to go there, but
no, Roosh declined.
Oh, he declined.
Roosh declined. No, Roosh declined.
Shit. He's going to resign then, or go somewhere else?
I think Ring of Honor, because I think
he'll stay there then.
I think he said he's making more money at Ring of Honor.
Oh, I wouldn't think that. Okay, I would not think that considering the state Ring of Honor has been in. But still, okay, whatever works, man.
God, Marty Scurll got canceled.
Yeah,
he's not the head booker anymore. Just when things were looking up for him, then speaking out happened, and
everything's looking up, Marty.
Everything. Not so much anymore. Oh man, it's crazy what a movement can do to the wrestling industry. Yeah. But yeah, Ring of Honor, it's just like the pandemic also hurt them a lot because they had to go away for a while, so I kind of feel bad too.
Yeah, now they're back. They're doing a lot of
they did that tournament for the
pure wrestling tournament. Yeah, I'm able.
John.
I watch it at work because it's on Saturday night,
isn't it?
No, it's on like I don't know, the CW, whatever. It's on like 11:30 on Saturday night. So
yeah, bro, I went to a restaurant one time and it was just playing.
I remember this story. Tim told me the story.
Like I was just like, oh break. Shit, that's fucking Beer City Bruisers.
The Bruisers. I forgot about them. The Bouncers, whatever they were calling NWA. Yeah. But yeah, because like it's on Nesson, I think it was on at my work. I'm like, oh shit, that's Roosh right there. I was at work one day, funny. Our cafe's closed down, so we don't have the TV on. But Ring of Honor has like such a random TV deal, but it's just on a general sports network, and it works out perfectly.
That's so funny.
So I don't know what's gonna happen like a couple months from now when like it's more, we'll see them more often, but still. And other partnerships that we could probably see, like NWA will be back in there once they're able to, because I think they want to run shows at some point. Like maybe Power will come back, hopefully, but that depends on what happens down south. And yeah,
I think WWE and New Japan are going to do something because I don't think they're going to do something. But
didn't one of the Tonga say that? Like
Tama Tonga says like, yeah, we're totally in for it. Like, let's do something.
New leadership. So if we see if Sonata will actually show up in WWE, as we've been all been thinking for years. And hey, if John Cena comes back from the dead, because I think is he dead in kayfabe?
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't think technically.
Okay. Well, he did that. He did the WrestleMania announcement.
Oh yeah, no, he's alive. He's alive. He found his way out. Okay, because I thought he was just trapped in the funhouse forever.
John Cena is immortal.
If John Cena Tanahashi, I will pay I will pay any
Tanahashi
amount
can
of
still
money.
Go. Cena can still go. He proved that. And like I think it should be
Cena joins New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Dude, Cena joins
Los
Ingonobles.
He joins LIJ. He fits in for he fills in for Evil leaving. That'd be kind of him rocking that suit. That'd be dope actually.
It's gonna be Juan Cena. Like he
put the mask on. Remember that in 2010? Oh my god! And then
just a house show in Mexico.
And then what if he turns on them and joins Bullet Club? I would feel terrible.
He just bounces around in every stable.
He's in every.
He goes to Suzuki-gun Chaos, Bullet Club, LIJ,
Taguchi Japan. Teams up with somebody else.
I would literally give fucking anything to see John Cena versus Minoru Suzuki.
That'd be fucking amazing. Suzuki could still do it. Remember that match with Nagata, which was actually really good, but that fucked all our New Japan Cup brackets. Still not happy. Still annoyed about that because we were all doing so good. But Suzuki, like. I could see that. We're kind of just going off we're shooting the shit now, but that's totally fine. It's still partnership talk technically. So
technically, yeah.
Yeah, but like, I saw a picture of like Cena with the IWGP title. Like that would look really cool actually. But like, also if he turned heel, the heel turn finally happened. When you think about it,
yeah, it
would actually finally happen. Now just another promotion, which who would have thought that like 10 years ago?
And the thing is, but Cena is huge in Japan.
Yeah,
huge.
Because he's an icon at this point too.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, like a lot of people. I know a lot of talent over there. Like all the big stars in WWE, like people love like talent. Like across
the Rock,
like, Cena's big. I mean, the Rock is the Rock, so it's kind of like he's everywhere.
Can you smell? Well.
Who else is like big? I'd imagine like Four Horsemen have to be big over there. At least some of them are. All like the Japanese wrestlers that come to WWE, obviously, like Asuka, Kairi, Io. That's where they came from.
Kairi's returning to wrestling in Japan.
Yeah, nice. Is she doing Stardom or is she doing like the NXT Japan thing they want to do?
No, she's not with WWE anymore, so she's probably starting.
Yeah, Stardom. That thing none of us watched, and we all got wrong in the pre-show Wrestle Kingdom. Because I'm like, I have no idea. It just makes sense. Sure, go ahead.
Speaking of NXT, different countries, aren't they doing NXT India?
They are.
Yeah,
this is true. It's airing this week.
Superstar Spectacular.
Yeah, with like Jinder Mahal's going to be there.
I was going to say, I heard Jinder's going to be there.
Yeah, he's like a big deal.
God,
even though he's from Detroit, or actually he's Canadian.
He's Canadian.
Yeah, he's fucking Canadian.
God, it's such a random thing.
Is it racist?
I'm just waiting. Oh no. Oh man. But I think that'll be all right. I don't know. I have no idea what to expect, but like I think it'll be all right. Will it be like Saudi Arabia weird? Probably not, but still. That'd be up there.
Nothing can ever be Saudi Arabia weird.
Remember what was that guy's name in the Greatest Royal Rumble? Hiroki Sumo? That like guy was supposed to be Yokozuna.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So this was the Saudi Arabia officials for that match. We would like Yokozuna and Eddie Guerrero in the match. They're both dead.
Yeah.
They distract this guy from the Performance Center, probably hired this one guy for a one-off, and there you go. They lasted like a minute, and then I think Mark Henry threw him out, whoever it was.
Yeah,
that's
so
it.
Funny.
And then we have Baba Tunde, but he's actually like a wrestler now. He's actually on Raw.
Yeah, he's actually.
He's on Raw. Remember Tapacado? Raw Underground.
And now they're done with Raw Underground. Yeah.
I think if they're gonna use him next, they should just give him just a regular name like Carl or something.
Or Big Baba.
Big Baba.
No, that's gonna be too close to Giant Baba. You can't do that.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why I think that's where I got that from actually. But yeah, I think it's so dumb. Wrestling, like I said in my video. But yeah, anything else to add related? Anything related to partnerships or anything else? No. With that out of the way, we're gonna take a quick sponsor break, and then we will be right back. Today, the Shoot Style Sauna is once again sponsored by pretty much like one of our recurring sponsors now. It's sponsored by StreamBeats. For those who don't know, StreamBeats are a lot of the music that we use in all of our videos, mostly in the podcast and other review videos that we do. It is copyright-free music that you can use in any form of content. Podcasts, videos, live streams, you name it, you can use StreamBeats. It's on every platform, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. Anywhere you listen to music, you can probably find it. Just type in StreamBeats by Harris Heller. Multiple genres. We got lo-fi, synthwave, EDM, dubstep coming up next, ambient, and in February, StreamBeats Originals, which is the rock album they'll be releasing. Free to use. There'll be lots of different versions coming out. 2 albums released every month. Also, PC contest giveaways for every release they do. 2 of them per month, easy to enter, totally free. So if you want to look them up, just type in StreamBeats by Harris Heller on Spotify, YouTube, anywhere else, and check them out there and tell them that Stel sent you. Soon to be a member of Team StreamBeats. All right.
Nice.
Moving on. So, with that out of the way, who's ready to play a game?
I like games.
Let's go.
It's time to play the game. And we're going to do a game of this or that today. This one is Royal Rumble themed. So we got which Rumble match was better, the better surprise, rank these, we got the better moment, the bigger shock, those sort of things, funnier moment. We got like I think 20 here. I couldn't do 30 because there's too many things I got to think. I went for 20. The first Rumble was 20 people, so it's relevant to some kind of Rumble. So let's go from top to bottom. The first prompt: the better Rumble match, 2010 or 2008?
Who are the winners?
Edge in 2010,
John Cena.
In 2008. Which one did you like more?
Was 2008 the one where he came back from injury super early?
Yes.
Yeah, that one. That
was 2008.
That was a shock.
That's the one. It started out with Undertaker and Michaels.
Yeah,
who finished the match the year before, and it was also the match where it was Cody Rhodes.
Eric leaking one of my pick. Yeah, Eric leaking one of my other prompts I have on here.
And then there was the match that Cody Rhodes potatoed the Undertaker.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. He was super young then though.
That was his first Rumble. Yeah.
That's insane. He was not even mid-20s at least by then. He was super young. All right, so I'm gonna say 2008. I was in the very anti-Cena phase as a kid, but it was still a fun match. You had, like I said, the beginning was super cool. The return at the end, nobody saw it coming. It was a Madison Square Garden. You had a super short ramp for once, and the crowd was pretty much in there with them, on the ramp. It's just a super cool visual.
Cool. Yeah. That whole setup. Now that I visualize it, yeah.
Yeah, MSG. It's been a while. Oh well, maybe one day. Maybe there's supposed to be that New Japan show last year for Wrestle Dynasty.
Yeah.
That was like another show they're gonna do, but then the world caught on fire.
Yeah.
Better surprise up next. Jericho surprises Ziggler as number 2 in the 2013 Rumble, or Bubba Ray Dudley returns to WWE as number 3 in 2015.
Bubba Ray.
Probably Bubba Ray, because that was the only thing good about that match.
Yeah, Bubba Ray. Also, I think anybody saw that coming too. He had been away for so long. He had been in Impact forever. I think ROH by a little bit by that point. And then they were back for the next 2 years as a tag team because Devon came back not so long after.
Yep.
Then they had the really cool return later that year too. So yeah. The bigger shock, I think this should be an interesting one. Maven eliminates Taker, or Bryan gets eliminated early in 2015, and then the crowd turns on the match.
For shock, yes. Maven Undertaker. Yeah. The Daniel Bryan thing was just like, oh, really? It wasn't a shock. Yeah. It was just disappointing.
Yeah, it was sad. Yeah, Maven, because it's like, what? Especially at the time. I don't remember it because I wasn't watching that, but still, when you watch, it's like, what? Because I don't even know what Maven does anymore, let alone a year after that happened. Let's see. The better Rumble winner. Batista, who was won 2005 and 2014. We talk more about 2005, honestly. Or Triple H, 2002 and 2016.
A hard one.
Well, I was gonna go say who won the WrestleMania matches, but they both won and lost.
1-1. Yeah, they've won. They're 1-1. That's what I thought about that too.
Probably Triple H because he also won the title in 2016.
From a kayfabe perspective, yeah.
I say Batista.
Fair enough. He did he beat Triple H.
And yeah, I do.
So Batista though.
We got Blue Tista after that though. Come on.
Blue Tista.
It was so fucking. That was a meme though, but it was a good meme. I don't know, Batista after that, after the boost stuff. Yeah, Batista's actually amazing after that.
Hey man, he was best theme song in the whole fucking WWE.
Look what he did. Look what Xavier Woods did with it at Mania.
Yeah.
I love that video. Oh man, let's see. I think the next one. Oh, this is a rank one. Rank these Rumbles. All 3 of the women's Rumbles. From worst to best or best to worst, however you want to do it.
Oh God, which
worst to best?
Yeah, so worst to best.
So who are the winners? It was Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte, Becky, and Asuka have won the 3 so far.
So the 2020, 2018, 2019.
That's best. That's worst to best.
Yeah,
I think I agree with Eric in that one. I actually haven't seen 18 in full. Weirdly enough, 18 was a really good year for
18
Rumbles.
was Asuka won it. And
Asuka won, but then
last was eliminated was Nikki Bella, and it was kind of botchy. It was kind of a lame elimination.
Yeah, it was a lot of legends in that one, from what I remember too.
Yeah.
A lot of cameos. The last 2 have had a lot of NXT people, which that's fine though. But I think it's more of the current generation of talent. It's okay. I think I agree with Eric on that ranking. Sam, what about you?
I gotta say, so we're going worst to best.
Worst to best out of the 3. So 18, 19, and 20.
In terms of just how they presented it and how they carried it out, I gotta say the Becky one was probably done the best. Just because
the ending, yes. But the match itself was actually all right. But the ending,
in terms of match wise,
plus also the kayfabe of it, she was the most successful one who won. But it's only 3 matches, to be fair. It's only 3 of them. Never know what the 4th would be.
I gotta say, match-wise, Asuka was probably the best one.
Yeah, 18, I think probably might be the strongest one. Quality-wise, as a whole.
And I just don't remember the Charlotte Flair one vividly.
I remember Bianca was great in it. They had a lot of NXT people in it.
We all thought Shayna Baszler was gonna win.
Yeah, but then Charlotte threw her out.
And no, that was the worst
I picked Sasha to win, and she wasn't even in the match, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Stel gets -4 points.
Plus, the men's Rumble that night was better than the women's Rumble by a long shot too. Which we'll get to that one. Let's see. I think we all agreed on that one then. The better moment, Eric said this earlier, Taker and Shotzi at the 08 Rumble after beating the last 2 the prior year, or, this is more of a meme, Vince tearing his quads to restart the match in 2005.
Absolutely.
Vince tearing his quads. Get out of here.
It's not even a fucking contest.
It's so fucking
I watch that video every now, maybe every 2 or 3 days I'll put that video on.
It's
just
so fucking stupid. I love that actually. He's just going to restart the match and he tore his quads.
The chain of events for that was Cena and Batista accidentally botched the finish. So then everyone's confused. So then Vince comes out all pissed off and angry, throws his jacket down, runs to the ring, dives under the ropes, then tears both his quads, then keeps trying to get up, but he can't.
How?
And so then he just sits there and then barks orders and then gets carried back to the back.
How fucking dog shit is your body where you tear both your
He actually was in okay shape around then, I feel like.
Yeah.
He wrestled a match a year later. No, he wrestled. Wait, no, that was after the Hogan match.
One quad okay,
but both of them.
But you fucking do it.
I was watching Blompy talk about Rumbles today, and he was like, "Yeah." Then the world's most cross Republican sat there in the ring and barked orders, and I'm like, "Holy fucking shit, he's right!" Oh my god, that was so fucking funny. But yeah, I think we have it's a meme, but like the other one was just too good. I couldn't think of anything else at the top of my head. All right, next one: the better Rumble performance, Kane in 2001 or Roman Reigns in 2014? Not the one he won, but
so Kane in 2001 because he was.
Big run.
He started his dominance in the Rumble, and then they also had like a lot more hardcore weapons.
Yeah, that was a hardcore Rumble.
So he had to fight through some shit.
Yeah, Drew Carey was there too, wasn't he?
Yeah, Drew Carey eliminated himself.
He bribed him.
Yeah, he's like, "Want some money? You want some money?"
It's still funny to look back.
I forgot that Drew Carey was in a Royal Rumble.
Drew Carey's a WWE Hall of Famer.
He is.
I forget that sometimes.
It's interesting that celebrity wing when you think about it.
I know, yeah, Snoop Dogg.
One of them will probably get kicked out soon, but still.
I was going to say, we have a United States president in there. Let us never forget.
Who will get kicked out of it eventually, I'd imagine.
Yeah, probably Kane. Nothing against Roman. It's just
he broke his record that year in that.
I know, yeah.
He did.
Yeah. In that term, Roman wins, but
he was in the final too, but he lost. We needed the Kane didn't win either, but still.
Yeah.
The Kane one, which is it set a good benchmark for the future to come. It was just a really fun Rumble. Next one, the more questionable decision: Sheamus wins over Jericho in 2012, or Del Rio winning in 2011. Which was weirder?
Probably Del Rio.
Probably Sheamus winning.
Yeah, we all thought Jericho would win. At least I remember I did.
I mean, he still went on for the WWE title. And
yeah,
then,
it's true, but like,
and then we got
a Rumble at that point.
But then we got the 16-second match with Bryan.
But
if it wasn't for that, then we wouldn't have the yes and the no's.
We know 2 years later, maybe it wouldn't have never happened, which is crazy to think about. So yeah, I think I'd just say Del Rio because how poorly his career has aged.
Yeah, but at the time,
we didn't know that. We didn't know that.
Yeah,
that was the 40-man Rumble too. Remember that?
Yep.
That was in Boston. I didn't realize that today. I was in Boston, and then like Diesel came back for it. Excuse me. Punk had a really good performance, and then
Matt Stryker marked out pro.
Oh yeah.
Booker T return.
Booker T, was that the one with all the commentators in it, or was that the year after?
No, I think that was 2011. Yeah. No, it was the year after because Michael Cole wrestled at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Let's forget about that.
Mm-hmm.
Better escape artist, Kofi or John Morrison?
Kofi.
I said Kofi too. Kofi's had more spotlights. Is the thing.
But the thing is, he's known for that.
Yeah, it's true. What's he gonna do this year? Oh wait, Broken John. Oh, we're not gonna see it. I'm really sad. We're not gonna see it. I'm sad. Well, if we get Casey Catanzaro, should do something cool instead. But Sam, what are you thinking?
Can you repeat the question one more time? It was
the better escape artist, Kofi or Jomo?
Oh, definitely Kofi. Given all his Rumble shenanigans over the years.
Remember the pogo stick one?
Oh, that was great. The
pogo. He made the jump to the steps.
The office chair.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one he's talking about.
Oh.
I think Jomo did the barricade one, from what I remember.
Oh, yeah, he did. I remember that.
He like tightrope walked it. I think they both did that at some point, though.
Kofi's injured.
Yeah, now like I said, we might get Casey Catanzaro to do something cool instead.
Yeah.
So, all right, next one. Another better Rumble winner, Stone Cold Steve Austin, 97, 98, and 2001, or The Undertaker, 07.
Stone Cold, hands down.
Stone Cold, yeah, Stone Cold.
If you ask me any question,
Taker won his in that really good way, but that's the only one he's ever won.
Taker won his in the best match within a match ever.
Mm-hmm. Whereas Austin won all three. I think didn't he win all three too at Mania?
No, because he lost to Brett at WrestleMania 17 or 13. Excuse me.
13. Was that a Rumble win? That was not a title.
He won it, but he technically was eliminated. But then he came back in because no referee saw it, and then he eliminated Brett, and so he didn't get the title match. And it ended up being the submission match with Brett.
I thought that was the year before, 96 though.
No, 97. 96 was Brett and Shawn, Iron Man.
Oh yeah, Mania 12. That's right. Yeah, that's the year I was born. Let's see. All right, the better starting two in a Rumble. This is an interesting one. Triple H and Ray in 2006, or Punk and Rollins in 2014.
Wait,
better
what was
starting two.
Oh, the better starting two.
Yes.
Triple H and Ray, because they lasted the whole match.
Yeah, it's true. I thought about that too with this one.
It was Punk and who?
Punk and Rollins in 2014, which is Punk's last match.
Oh, that's true, isn't it? Yeah, probably Punk Rollins, just because of that last Punk match.
Yeah, sucks that we got eliminated, but still. I'm gonna go with probably Triple H Ray by a little bit. That's a hard one, but I think Eric made the point. They lasted the whole time. They were in the final 3 of Orton, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then Ray won. The better moment: the old guard, which is Cena, Orton, and Ray, versus the new guard: Balor, Nakamura, and Reigns stare down in 18, or when Drew threw out Brock last year.
Oh, definitely Drew throwing out Brock. Oh yeah, that was great.
No, the guard stare down.
Yeah, with the 3 versus 3. This is actually really hard.
Wait, what was the guard one? The guard.
It was 2018. There was a stare down between John Cena, Rey Mysterio, and Randy Orton, and Finn Balor, Shinsuke, and Roman Reigns.
And like they're like the final 6.
They're final 6.
And like the 18 Rumble, and then Nakamura won.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't remember stare. Okay.
It was really brief.
Go back and watch it.
It's a cool visual. Balor was an Iron Man in that night too. So they focused a lot on the new generation like that night. Then Asuka in the Women's Rumble too. But yeah, that's a hard one for me. I'm gonna go probably with the stare down, but the other one's super good because it made Drew into the star we know today.
I was gonna say
it helped fuel it.
But the thing is, like, we kind of knew it was gonna happen.
Like after that, it's like, oh shit, he's gonna win. Nobody picked him to win that night from what I remember. We're like, oh shit, we're all stupid.
And then I accidentally saw a spoiler online, and I was like, oh my god.
Wait, did you guys watch it late then?
Huh?
Were you watching it late then?
No, he watched it with us.
No, they uploaded a spoiler like during the match.
It's like the Kofi Mania thing.
Yeah,
they did that with Kofi too, which I'm surprised some people went on the shop during WrestleMania like that. Let's see, another questionable decision. Charlotte Flair wins the Rumble in 2020, or Bret Hart and Lex Luger are the dual winners in 1994. Bret would go on to win at Mania, but Lex would, I think, not win via DQ against Yokozuna.
No, which is more questionable?
Yeah,
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Tim said the other way around on this one. He said
no, because out of that one, what we got was Bret versus Owen in the opening match, which was a 5-star match, and then we have Yokozuna looking strong against Lex Luger, and then losing to Bret, actually making Bret even more of a bigger deal.
But it gives Owen like a place, like, hey, I beat you. What the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Flair because like the Flair one, like it's like okay, interesting, really? And then she won. It's like, oh, it didn't really go anywhere. Sedge. And
then she challenged for the NXT title.
And then poor Rhea. I mean, which was the best thing to do, but honestly, then but then she won, which is the wrong decision, unfortunately. All right, Rumble performance, better one: Punk in 2011 or Balor in 2018?
Punk. It's always Punk. Any answer that is any question that has.
So the Balor one is the Iron Man is super good though.
No, but the Punk one is better because that was during the Straight Society, and that's when he was like,
oh yeah,
he threw people out, but then had time because he was in the ring by himself, and he would cut promos between. And then I think the best one is like it was come down. He's like, "Excuse me, it's clobbering time," and then he just throws him away.
Hey, the classic. All right, bigger shock coming in here. So, John Cena's return in 2008 or Edge's return in 2010?
Edge.
John Cena's.
Ooh, Cena. Eric says Cena. Sam says Edge.
I say Edge. Oh my god. I mean, like, it was gonna happen eventually, but like, it's still like surprising.
But in 2010 is the thing. If it was 2020,
2010.
Yeah, 2020 it would have been easily Edge for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's why I threw the kicker in there because that was the first time he came back.
So Edge was coming back from an Achilles tear, and he tore it in July or June.
Jericho also brought him up on TV, I think, before.
It's like 7 months, but Cena was out with a torn pec and came back after like 4 or 5 months, which is
not even. I think it was 4 at max. I think.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be like a year.
I remember that. I'm like, oh shit, and then it's like, oh, what the fuck? And I go with Cena, but like the Edge return was just super. Plus, it was a really good Rumble too. The one that he won. But they're both good Rumbles, as we talked about earlier. All right, this one get a laugh. The funnier moment. Santino Marella breaks the Warlord's record for quickest elimination 2009, which was 1 second. Or Heath Slater enters a number 5, but gets consistently beat down the outside before entering the match, eliminating Sheamus, but then getting thrown himself like seconds later, which was funnier.
Heath Slater.
Yeah, he got beat up the whole fucking night, and then he came
because it was also Sheamus's birthday.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
I forgot about that. So yeah, and then Eric, you say Santino because it was just like he walks in, immediately gets thrown out, and he goes, "I wasn't ready." He tries to get back in the ring.
But it's like if it was going to be anybody, it was going to be Santino to do that
because he was a comedy.
I gotta say Santino. I grew up watching Santino Marella, And that man is the funniest person to ever enter a wrestling ring.
The guy's just a walking comedy act.
Amazing.
John Cena, remember that?
John Cena.
But like the Slater one's super funny because it was at a time where like he wasn't. 2018, what's he doing then? It was after the Rhino stuff.
He was coming out, and then I think it was Baron Corbin who just got eliminated.
And they all like everyone who came out or was walking out just beat up Heath Slater, which is funny as hell.
Big E came out and like shoved pancakes in his face.
And then he finally got in and eliminated. You got elimination at least.
And then Sheamus threw him in, and then instantly when Sheamus came in, Heath Slater eliminated him.
Yeah, I've seen that clip, which is funny. And then all right, let's go to the next one. The better Rumble match. 1992 or 2020 Men's Rumble?
It's 2020.
That's true.
Yeah.
92.
92 was Flair in one of the
92 because 2020 we just saw Brock Lesnar fucking just.
Not 92. Listen, it was for the title. Flair won the Iron Man, came in number 2, and then or number 3, and then you also had Bobby Heenan on commentary, just playing it up.
That's the tier. Yeah,
no, it's definitely 92.
Yeah, it's one of the best Rumbles ever. But I like the 2020 Men's Rumble. But
did you guys hear the Bobby Heenan comment, or did I cut out?
No, I did not.
I also said because Bobby Heenan was on commentary, and he was just playing up the whole time, like,
which is good.
Yeah, no, and he was rude. So definitely he was on Flair's side. And then like when Roddy Piper came in, Roddy like beat up the people that were beating up Flair, and he's like, "Oh yes, it's not a skirt, it's a kilt. He wears a kilt." And then like then Piper immediately like attacked Flair, and he's like, "Oh, that man's wearing a dress." It just instantly turns.
That's so funny.
That's fucking hilarious. I need to go back and watch that. All right, let's go from good to bad. The worst Rumble match. 1995 or 2015?
What was 2015?
Roman. The one we didn't want him to win. And then we had Bubba at least. Like I said, that was the best part of that match.
Yeah, probably 2015.
Yeah.
Because nobody was happy. But in 95, it's also a bad year for the company. Because it's like, I think Michaels won that one, but it was super forgettable.
I was gonna say,
that's the year. That's the year with like 60-second interval instead of like the 90-second one too. So it was only like a half hour. So it went really fast, but it's like
that was the 1 foot one though.
Yeah.
So it was Michaels and British Bulldog were 1 and 2, and then they made it all the way to the end, and then Bulldog threw Sean over. Sean did the 1 foot thing, came in, and then knocked him out.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll say 2015 then, because after Brian's out, it's like, oh yeah, well, you know where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
And then then the finish happened. It's like, oh no, it's gonna happen, and then it did. Then The Rock came out, but it didn't make a difference. It was just that bad. It was in Philadelphia too, and that crowd does not hold back at all. Don't really love that night. All right, second to last one. The better moment. AJ Styles' debut in 2016 or Ray wins 2006 in Eddie's memory?
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles, baby.
I'm gonna say AJ too. As nice as the Ray one is, remember when it happened too. But like AJ is like, it was rumored he just left New Japan weeks before it, and yeah, big deal, don't you think? Number 3, the camera. Live the camera work was not great, but then they fixed it. It was just Roman's face. He's like,
besides Kevin Dunn fucking up, it was still.
Yeah. They made a new one where you could see the Tron and everything. You actually could see the crowd react, which is good. But looking back, and hey, it's 5 years today.
Oh, wow.
It's
check out the WWE Untold documentary on it. It's really good.
Yeah, it's just like AJ arriving to the arena. He's like hiding himself so no one sees him for like media. And he gets in and it goes through the whole thing. It's super cool. And our final one, very like open-ended one. Your favorite Rumble match, either one you've watched live or historically.
Probably 2007.
Good pick.
I'm trying to think of the Rumbles I remember. I gotta say the one where Vince McMahon just tears both his fucking quads.
2005.
2005.
That's a good Rumble too.
Down.
Yeah, that's a good Rumble. Looking back, let's see. 18 is good. Both of them were good. 19.
2017 was also really good.
Oh yeah, Alamo Dome with like the really long ramp.
Yeah.
The winner was weird because it was Orton that won, but it actually made sense at the end of it.
Yeah.
The greatest Rumble. Does that
We don't count that.
No,
it
doesn't count.
No, it doesn't count.
Where Titus O'Neil ate shit on the ramp.
That's the best part about that match. Let's see. What would be my favorite one? It's been so many. I'm I think one that I've watched. I think I might say 07 too, because it's just like a solid Rumble. It's not very long.
The most stars-studded Royal Rumble in history.
ECW was in that one for the first time too, before it got like treated as a joke. Yeah, it was a good one. A lot of good ones. I need to go back and watch that before next Sunday. I want to rewatch like the 2018 men's one. That's a really good one. Let's see. Yeah, and that is this or that for today. No your shot because Schmidt isn't here like a dumbass.
Fucking Schmidt.
Yeah, I never heard from him. But, and let's go into our final one. This is a bit of a fantasy booking or like our own booking of it. We're going to go into a special segment to close it called How We Would Book. We are focusing on, sticking to the theme, the Royal Rumble, where we will go through and talk about our own booking ideas for both the men and women's Royal Rumble matches next weekend. Talk about what we think, maybe our final four, our winners, our own booking around it, like moments, blah, 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 anything related to it. And it's more so what we want to happen. But if you want to get realistic and have what you think will happen, feel free to do that as well. Who would like to go first?
You know more than I do what's going on right now. If you want to kick this sucker off, you can go right ahead.
All right. I mean, I figured it's kind of like your own booking of it, to be fair, but it's okay.
Yeah, but I mean, if I had to book it myself, I feel like right now WWE is in a tough spot. Like a lot of their big matches have been put on hold because Edge is injured. Like there was another big injury. Why can't I think of it? Wasn't there?
Was there another one?
I mean, Orton's burned right now.
In kayfabe, he's wearing a mask.
So there's no really big.
Drew got sick, but he'll be back like tomorrow.
So really, anything could happen. I've heard there's like no planned main event right now. Like
they had ideas, but
it's been tossed around a bit. It was either going to be Big E or it's going to be Big
E's IC champion right now.
Yeah,
I was going to say that's right. Big E is IC champion,
which is awesome.
I was going to say you could have him win it, and like that would be a great moment, but he's already IC title, and they're not going to give him two.
You got like 3 months, so like 2.5. So maybe you could do something where something happens, but like it's tough. Before I get into like my booking of it,
you could maybe Alistair have Alistair come back.
I feel like he might even be in my. He's not even in the match in my booking. Because I want to save it.
I think they're saving that for SmackDown.
Yeah, it's more like a return.
If it was my booking, I'd use whoever wins this Rumble to build like a new star.
So like last year, basically. For the men.
Yeah, essentially.
I guess I'll go for the.
But like Drew McIntyre, I feel was like already like
he was getting there.
He already had a ground, like you know what I mean.
Yeah, because like when he left,
someone who we barely see. Like let this be like a road to WrestleMania. You know.
So
I
mean?
Mean?
Let's think of like somebody who could win. We just don't know. Like we just don't think about it.
Buddy Murphy.
So, I was thinking. I had an idea for Buddy Murphy. I'll get.
Could we get an NXT guy to win?
I was gonna say that would be.
I guess we're on the men's. So I'll get up my men's booking. So
because Balor also wants a NXT title match at WrestleMania.
I'd be down. You have 2 nights. You could probably get like a good match in there.
We get Damian Priest to come in because he's apparently going up to main roster soon.
Yeah, he was supposed to. So in my booking, he is in my. So my surprise entrants only have 2, but they are Damian Priest and Santos Escobar is in my booking of it because recently him and Murphy have been going back and forth on Twitter. And my idea for a moment is that Murphy eliminates Escobar to set up a match.
That would be cool.
Get some legitimacy. I think it'd be a really fun match. So yeah, so like the announced names for the men's Rumble. We'll do the men's film. We'll do the women's. Announced names: Daniel Bryan, Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles, Orton, Otis, The Miz, Jey Uso, Cesaro, Jeff Hardy, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, and Shinsuke. They are announced. That's 12 people. To fill the voids, I have put in Keith Lee, Morrison, Cedric, Ali, Riddle, just Riddle.
Yeah, that's right. He is just Riddle now, isn't he?
Yep.
Could be Tom Riddle. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who? Big E,
Voldemort,
Chad Gable, Apollo Crews, King Corbin, Ray and Dom, Robert Roode, Xavier Woods, and Murphy. And then my 2 surprises are Priest and Escobar. The way I laid it out is that I have an Iron Man, the first 2, like the powerhouse of the match. They dominate a lot of the match. Most elimination / breakout star, and then my final 4. This is what I want to happen, not what I think will happen. Iron Man is Cesaro. He enters number 1. Number 2 is Bobby Lashley, just like another powerhouse in there with him. I don't want to throw Shinsuke in right away. Powerhouse of the match is Keith Lee. He dominates a lot. Makes sense considering, big guy. Hard to throw out of the ring. Breakout is Keith Lee and Big E as well. They will have good showings. The final 4 in my booking is Bryan, Shinsuke, Keith, and Damian Priest. Because what would I have Priest to make him stand out is eliminate a big name. The person I would have Priest eliminate and look like a big deal is AJ, because I don't think AJ really gets harmed by it. Compare hands I could trust him with. I don't know if they would work together. I would put Priest on SmackDown, personally.
Yeah, Priest would be a good SmackDown guy.
Yeah, but SmackDown's just better than Raw right now. Let's just remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's not talk about Raw. So basically, Cesaro is kind of like he works throughout a lot of the match. He makes, I guess, like I would have him go all the way to like the final 5 before Keith throws him out, because like a miscommunication happens between him and Nakamura. Like they work together, they eliminate some people, but there's like a miscommunication at one point. Like maybe like they hit each other on accident. Then Keith throws out one of them because of the miscommunication. They look really sad. You have the Murphy moment where he throws out Escobar, set up a match. Keith enters early, starts like taking control of the match, throws out a lot of people. And then like he gets taken out for the match by a little bit, like, I don't know, Corbin, a bunch of heels. Then we don't see him for a little bit so he can rest, that sort of thing. Big E will come in halfway. He becomes like a big part of the match, controls like more of like the in ranks of all Keith is out of the match, like outside or something like that. Him and Xavier have a New Day reunion. They throw out some people, and then I think Big E gets. My idea for Big E is that because he's shooting with Apollo right now, and Apollo's like slowly turning heel. For those who've been watching SmackDown.
Oh yeah, I heard
Apollo and Big E eliminate each other, and they fight to the back to continue their feud. So nothing really gets lost by that, and then it helps Apollo be more of an asshole because he costs Big E. Then they don't like each other, and then they have more of like a heated feud for a pay-per-view. So it doesn't make Big E look bad at all. And then
I've heard Apollo Crews might be joining Roman's stable. Is that true?
No, yeah, it is.
That's
he was backstage with Roman backstage, which is it gives Crews something. He needs something.
But I don't think it doesn't work. He's not related. I think
it might be more of a mentor thing. It might be a mentor thing.
Like that.
And then
the same age.
Are they?
They seem
I have no idea.
Yo, wrestlers' age throw me off because Naito and Ibushi are the same age. They're both like 38.
Yeah.
Ibushi's almost 40 and he looks like he's 28.
Yeah, Balor's like 35, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's up there. He's getting up there.
They're all in good shape though.
Omega's like in the mid 30s too. He's getting older.
Yeah. Bobby Roode's like 45.
Okada's only 33 or 34.
That's terrifying. That's fucking terrifying. I guess like other stuff from my booking, Riddle and Lashley have something happen. Riddle probably throws out Lashley to that feud because it's going somewhere at some point, I'd imagine. Cesaro and Shinsuke, I already mentioned what happens with them. My final 3 after Priest gets thrown out probably by Bryan. I don't know. Doesn't really matter as long as he has a good showing. Final 3 is Nakamura, Bryan, and Keith. They kind of double team Keith for a bit before I think Bryan gets down by Keith in the corner, and then Keith will throw out Nakamura after after a bunch of exchanges, and then like I want to have this cool visual happen where like Bryan's in the corner getting up, Keith is throwing out Nakamura, he turns like an anime moment. There's a really cool stare down, and then they fight for a bit, and then it ends with Bryan works the leg of Keith. He has him teetering on the rope, running knee. Keith is eliminated, and Bryan wins. And then it sets up Bryan's one last like big push for the main event scene for Mania. And then he'll lose to Roman.
You think he's going to lose to Roman?
I could see him winning, but I feel like he wouldn't hold it for long.
Yeah.
But that's what I would do with the men's Rumble before we get to the women's one. What do you guys think of that?
It's not bad.
It's good.
Yeah.
So I guess my ideas aren't as like that thought out because I'm just kind of thinking of this right now. Just a quick thing that could be pretty cool is Roman comes in. He retains over Owens and then comes in and wins the Rumble and be like,
oh my God, he wants all of them.
And not challenge for like the WWE title and be like kind of like if the G1 was won by the IWGP Heavyweight Championship.
They pick who they want to fight.
This challenger, be like, I'm the head of the table. I'm choosing my opponent for WrestleMania. I'm in charge.
Leon Ruff.
and then he gets like someone pisses him off and then he picks like Shinsuke or something. Somebody gets picked. So that's just a crazy. But so I guess I will do like my Iron Man. I want to do Daniel Bryan. I guess you can come in number 1.
Yeah, he's another one I could see going all the way. I think Cesaro. I think Cesaro could use it. Maybe like they're trying to push him a little bit.
I think with an Iron Man you need a baby face, and Cesaro is more of a heel.
He's kind of a tweener, I feel like, right now. Because him and Sam, he was making fun of Sammy on SmackDown.
He went full heel on Bryan though.
That's true.
So
did he go clean though?
I don't know. So Bryan is gonna be my my Iron Man, and then like some surprise stuff. Seth Rollins returns.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm like, maybe not.
Probably get eliminated, but I don't know, somebody. Maybe Rey Mysterio. They continue that feud for another year.
I hate that feud.
The New Day are definitely gonna reunite.
It's gonna be Xavier and Big E because Kofi is actually hurt.
It's still the same thing. The Fiend's gonna return if Orton's in the match.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think my final four is going to be Shinsuke. Brian's going to make it to the final four.
He should, yeah.
I guess Keith Lee too. And then
I think he's just someone who should be towards the end, considering it's him.
Did we ever get Fiend versus Roman? We did, didn't we?
No, we were going to. We got in that triple threat. I don't count the triple threat match.
So
that was more of like an angle.
It's not completely ruled out. Oh no, Fiend's on Raw.
Fiend's on Raw.
Yeah.
They moved him to Raw. Yeah, so you can't do it.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, but the winner can pick either one. Remember, Becky was on SmackDown when she picked Ronda.
And no, they're not gonna have him just change though.
Yeah, he also just moved though.
Unless Goldberg beats Drew.
Oh. I'm so scared. That's why I'm scared because that feels like it actually could happen.
And then I can't think of a fourth person.
Jey Uso.
That would be a good one.
He's in the match. I had Priest because if he's gonna be in the match, he's gonna move over. Why not give him a good showing? He could be the first one out of that final four, but still.
Yeah, I feel like we should give someone from Raw though.
AJ.
Yeah, there
you go. AJ. Yeah,
Priest. He's Priest. He's just a safe pair of hands.
Yeah. And then maybe like AJ could eliminate Brian, and I'd be cool with a Brian AJ match at WrestleMania.
Okay.
Have them like a 30-minute Iron Man match or something.
Remember that TLC match the TLC 18 match. There was a stipulation. They had a really good like wrestling match.
Or like a submission match or something.
They had that match on SmackDown too, which is really good.
Yeah, but I guess and then I'm kind of thinking Shinsuke's gonna win.
Again, 2-time winner.
I think so because WWE admitted they dropped the ball the first time around 2018.
He really should have won the ball. I remember I'm like, oh, he's gonna win. Then he did. I'm like, what?
Then heel turn.
That was just. It was so weird for me. I'm like, he's just so likable and like people love him.
But I think they were worried that like people weren't gonna respond to him as well. But I think
then why they did do the match 3 more fucking times after?
They were good though. The Money in the Bank match they did was good.
Because they were kicking each other in the nuts and it was fun.
That was funny though. AJ Styles didn't wear a cup at all. So he was an idiot for that.
I know.
Still.
And then I think because there's also no crowd, so they can control the reaction. So it's like, yay, cheer for shit. I don't know.
But they can't sing. They can't sing onto the theme song though.
Oh, what?
They can plug that in.
Yeah, true, but still, it doesn't feel as real. You know.
Yeah.
It's so cool though. And I mean, like, I'd be down for it. I feel like this is actually kind of a hard year to predict because it's like I feel like anybody could win.
Anyone can
Seriously.
win.
It's like
the
one of those
Blue
years.
Meanie could win.
Danhausen.
Can
you imagine?
Love that Danhausen.
Love that Dan. I'll look at the women's one too. What's my women? My women's one's not as in depth.
I know.
I really do think Lana's gonna win the women's rumble.
Get out of here!
Swear to fucking
get out of here! She's gonna be so upset.
She's gonna be in the match. I think she's gonna be in the match. I think that, but I don't think she's gonna win.
I really and truly think she's gonna win the.
Get out of here! No, Bianca Belair is winning that match.
Yeah,
that's probably.
My head says Bianca. Well, in my booking, I picked Rhea to win. I don't think it will happen, but I think it's possible. So like my women's one, the announced names as of right now, it's 12 people that are announced. It's Nia Jax, Charlotte, Bianca, Bayley, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, Peyton Royce, Alexa Bliss. She just beat Asuka this past week on Raw. Remember, Shayna Baszler, Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, and Tamina. That's 12. To fill the void, I filled it with Lacey Evans, Naomi, Nikki Cross, Natalya, Sonya, who just came back, Dakota Kai, Casey Catanzaro, because get that cool moment. Raquel Gonzalez, she's actually a big factor in this. Rhea, Shotzi, Tony, Ember, Mercedes, Candice, Lana, Kaden Carter, because I have nobody else in mind.
Yeah.
Surprise entrance, Beth Phoenix, and Taya Valkyrie.
I can see that.
I think it's really realistic. Iron Woman is Bayley. The first two, Bayley and Charlotte, because you can just really trust them to be in the match the whole way. Powerhouse is Raquel. Most elimination / breakout goes to Rhea and Raquel because they're two formidable forces. The final four in my booking would be Bianca, Rhea, Bayley, and Shayna. I think it's a pretty strong final four. And I think what happens that I have in here is that Bayley is eliminated by Bianca to start off the final four, and then it's like an NXT standoff because like 3 people from NXT, all really big names when they were there. They kind of just duke it out for a bit, and I think I have Shayna take out Bianca for it, not throw her out, but like just like put her in the corner and like kind of make her like go down for a bit, like not throw her out, just keep her incapacitated. Her and Rhea rekindled 2019, and just when it looks like Shayna's going to eliminate Rhea, Bianca saves her, and then they work together to throw out Shayna. So it takes 2 to throw her out. Doesn't make her look too bad, I guess. And then it comes down to Bianca and Rhea. You can kind of go either way with this one. I know it's a very tough one to call, but I have Rhea reversing a KOD and riptiding Bianca to the outside to win.
That'll be kind of
That's what I want in my heart, but I think in my head, Bianca will win. I don't know who will be in the final four, but still. Anything else story-wise that I would keep in this? Not much else I can think of. Raquel just dominates a lot of the match. Rhea throws her off for payback for happening on New Year's Evil. Charlotte gets costed the match by her dad because that's happening a lot lately. And yeah.
Jeff Line.
Sonya has a good showing. Stuff like that. And I'm trying to get some other stuff. It's all I can think of right now. What do you guys think of that?
Very good.
Yeah, pretty straightforward stuff. Yeah, I don't know if it's just like a matter of who wins, you know?
Yeah.
I just don't know. Because I don't know who else could show up. Because like they can easily fill up all NXT people. Because like I said, half my field I think is NXT in this. It's just so many people.
NXT's gotta do something this year. Like,
I mean, like, I just feel last year for them, like it was a fine year. I just feel like they got cursed after a while with all the injuries.
Yeah.
We talked about it on the shootings. I think someone picked the NXT title for title of the year. I'm like, what? I don't know if I'd pick that, but you know.
Yeah, it was cursed.
Yeah, like I said, we talked about in the shootings. It was just cursed. Karrion Kross got injured, and then Balor broke his jaw. Yeah, it was sucks. But with the women's division, I just feel like once you get enough people in there, you gotta move them up, as I said earlier. But with the Rumble, they have plenty of spots you could fill. I just don't know a matter of who appears and who wins. We never know. But nothing else to add then?
Nope.
Nothing here.
All right. I guess we all agree then. We all have our ideas, but we're gonna go with that. So that will conclude today's edition of the Shoot Style Sauna. Next time we'll be here, we'll be getting ready for, I think, the next takeover, which will be on Valentine's Day. And
really?
probably some newbie guests. It's probably the week before, I think, is the schedule. It's not going to be next weekend, it's the weekend after.
Nice.
So we'll keep you guys in touch from then. Be sure to check out Eric's Wrestling Night 2 review, which is coming out very soon. Also stay tuned for maybe our Royal Rumble predictions video. We'll be looking into doing that for everybody. And other content we'll be thinking of, maybe some more lists, or maybe another one, other reviews. Keep an eye out for that. I'll try and do a Rumble review. Hopefully I'll think of a new format for that. But anything else from you guys? Anything to plug?
Hit the like and the subscribe button down below. Go like us on Facebook at the Shoot Style Sauna, and hit the bell notification and get notified for all the new videos.
Don't get addicted to nicotine.
Good advisory.
Besides that, no, good. I'm good.
All right. Yeah, nothing else here. Be sure to follow what Eric said, subscribe to the channel, enable notifications if you really want. Stay tuned for other content, like the Facebook page, follow on Instagram if you want as well. Be sure to check out any of us on socials. I am on Twitter at Stel Shoots. Also check out my Twitch channel, and that is Stelios Stelios with 2 underscores on Twitch. And yeah, other than that, we will see you all back here again about 2 weeks from now with a lot more stuff to cover. So thanks for watching, everybody, and take care.